I will never, no matter how, even when we are fighting, I will make sure that Sooj gets his food. I will make sure that anything I'm doing, I will put him first. Like, I will consider that the fact that he's there.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Guzzy and this is Chat with Guzzy. Please, if you're here to subscribe, kindly click on the subscription button and click on notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post any new video. You see the video you watched at the beginning of this video. Now the matter they all try to settle since. But let's start from the very beginning of the matter. So apparently what started this whole fight was the Colgate tax. Remember that Colgate tax, they had given them materials to go through, which they used in the first round of the tax. Remember that tax, it was Sooj and Chizoba that won. So apparently, Sooj was trying to sleep and all, and Nelly was not having that. Yes, Nelly kept on waking him up to tell him, wake up, we need to read these materials. Now, for her, she was joking, but also she needed them to actually study the materials because she did not know where questions would come from. That's one. Two, she wanted them to be ready for anything the arena has to offer. And Sooj had told her that he wanted to sleep. However, she did not listen to him. She still kept on waking him, and Sooj at a point had walked out. Yes. Now, she did not know that Sooj was upset or anything like that. Even at the arena, she was rooting for Sooj and all. When she had heard the details of the second phase, she kept rooting for him because she felt like this particular tax was his tax to win. Now, fast forward though. Now, during the pool party, Sooj and Nelly were not seen together. Yes, they were not in talking terms. Apparently, he was carrying face for her over the whole waking thing, and she just locked up, you get. Now, their fight continued till recently. Will I even say they have settled? For me, I don't feel they've settled. Well, camera did not even allow us to see if they've settled or not. But from what we saw, I doubt. But let's continue with the gist, Sha. Now, Sooj had done some things that just excavated the whole thing. He had taken food that she kept for himself and herself. He had taken his and he had left hers. When they had brought bed sheets for changing and all, he had taken just for himself and he had changed his, ignoring her and her own. Also, the clothes that she had washed for both of them, because she had washed both his clothes and her clothes. He had gone, he had packed his and he has left hers outside. So baby girl was pissed. And if you ask me, she has every right to be pissed. I wash clothes for you, finish. You pack your own, leave my own. Top say we dey fight. Kilo day. Well, she was pissed and she wasn't having it. For her, it was a thing of, okay, yes, we are having issues, but does that mean you will stop every atom of care for me because you feel like you're in your feelings and we are having issues? It just did not make sense to her. Now, fast forward to this evening, the housemates were doing a drinking game. Yes, the game was provided for them by Biggie, and they were just basically drinking and having fun and the rest. Something had happened. They had dared Nelly to kiss Sooj. And instead of her to kiss Sooj, she had drank. The game continued and all. All Nelly wanted to do in this particular game was drink. Now, at a point, she had left to go upstairs that she wanted to use the toilet. And after a while, they were not seeing her again. Neither did they see Sooj. Just for the camera to show us these two individuals. Apparently, Sooj was trying to have a conversation with her and Nelly wasn't just having it. Yes. Sooj was trying to talk to her, telling her about everything. And for her, she's like, she doesn't want to talk. She feels like the whole thing was taken too far. For her, she doesn't want to have any discussion. All she wants to do is go back to the game and drink. Yes. And Sooj was like, you don't want to talk. All this is not important to you. And she's like, she does not want to talk. that for her, this is not the best time to talk to her. And Suj is like, so for you, you would say that you are in your feelings or what exactly? And then he was talking about how things have happened over time and how it was not intentional. And for her, she's like, I'm trying to address it. You get to see from my reaction. Like anytime we have issues, I address it immediately. You see it from my reactions and all that I don't find it funny. But you see this particular thing with you, I did not even know you were upset and all. I was still rooting for you and all. And for me to notice that you were carrying face and all that. That for her, she addressed things when it becomes reoccurring. So he should just let her be. She wants to drink. She wants to go and play the game. Yes. And that she wants to get drunk. And he was like, you want to get drunk? And she was like, okay, she wants to get tipsy, whatever. This kind, just let me be, let me go. Now, Suj was preventing her from going. If she wants to move, he will hold her back. A bit of like that whole situation just reminded me of the situation that happened between Angel and Soma. Yes. And also the situation that happened between Neil and V in the house. And if I can remember correctly, those two situations cost the guys strikes. So let's just hope this does not cause him strike, because it wasn't like it was violent, though he was preventing her from moving, but it wasn't like it was anything that came off as being violent. Well, for Suj, he was like, you can barely look at me as it is. And for Nelly, she's like, I can see you, I just don't want to look at you. And after a while, she was like, he should cut it, that he does not like her and all, he should let her go. And Suj found that very offensive, because he was like, now this actually cuts to a different meaning. You have actually taken this whole conversation to another light. And for Nelly is like, see, just let me go down. I'm not okay. Let me go down. That's it. I don't want to say anything to you. I just want to drink. And Suj was still trying to have conversations for where Nelly just wanted to go down. And Nelly had said something to him about how if she goes back and she sees that the drink is finished, she would not like it and she would not be happy with him. And that was when she finally walked out on him. At the time she had gone downstairs, she had still met the game and all. In fact, she actually wanted to drink. She was telling them to give her drinks and all. She wanted to drink for Anita. Now, Anita had asked her how far, like, what's going on. And she was like, she doesn't even want to talk, that she just wants to drink. Now, the game continued till a point where it stopped. And Suj had come downstairs also. Now, Sean had made a statement because she was like, she wants to play, she wants to drink. Like, anything that would make her drink, you get. And then Sean was like that if they say she should is it kiss another person, abi how it put am, would she go ahead and do it, all because she wants to drink or something? And she was like, yes, that why not, why won't she do it? And Suj was offended by what was said. Yes, he had gone out with Ozzy and he was basically talking to Ozzy, talking about how he feels like that whole question was a take at him, that Sean trying to take advantage of the whole situation. Now, for him, he feels like the whole thing is just messed up because Nelly feels it's a game and she's trying to capitalize on the whole issue. Now, while he was having that conversation with Ozzy, Anita had approached him and she had said she just wants to have a minute with him before she goes to bed. And then Anita tells him that, I mean, these are the things you did to Nelly that are pissing her off. And Anita had listed these things. That's number one, taking the food that she had kept for the both of them, just taking his and leaving hers there. The clothes that she had washed for both of them, just taking his own and leaving her own. Then also the what did they call that thing? The bed sheets that he had taken just his own and he had left hers. And for him, he did not do all these things intentionally. Yes, they were not things that were done intentionally. He was in his feelings and I mean his emotions were just all over the place. And for him, it's like he does not understand why she's acting like that, and she's acting like the whole thing is above conversation. And he does not know why she's taking advantage of the whole situation And for him, everything is just looking somehow because now she feels like he is scheming. And Anita was like that he should be able to protect the person he likes regardless. Yes, I guess things happen, but you should be able to protect your partner. You should not be seen as one that will throw her to the wolves. Yes. And Suj was talking about how on multiple occasions he has tend to believe that this whole thing was one-sided from his part, but then again he does not give it that thought. So for her to now come and be saying that he doesn't like her and all, it's actually hurting and all that. Now he for him, the thing that got him upset yesterday was valid, and it now looks like his feelings are not even being looked at. It's only Nelly that just wants to capitalize on how he reacted. And for Anita was just basically speaking for her friend and letting him know that he needs two things: patience and grace. Grace for the whole situation, and then patience for how she's feeling. Because yes, he was okay for feeling the way he felt. However, his actions have then watered down whatever that Nelly must have done to him, because basically he overreacted. As that was ongoing, we now saw Nelly having a conversation with Ben and Chizoba, and she was basically talking about the whole clothes thing, the whole bedsheet stuff, and the whole food thing that Suj had done. Yes, and she was talking about how she had told Chizoba yesterday that she wasn't feeling good, and that Suj knew about that. So, of all days to get upset at her, it was that yesterday that for her it just did not make sense. And Chizoba was talking about how yes, she had said that she was going through a lot that yesterday, but also so was he. Also, he was going through a lot too. And Ben was saying that, okay, are you sure that you two are not overreacting based on what you two were going through and all that? For Chizoba was like that, okay, that Suj was actually lashing out even during the game, that Sean was trying to joke with him and he had lashed out on Sean, that he was just lashing out here and there. So she feels like that whole reacting thing that he had done was because of everything that was going on with him. Now for Nelly was talking how she would never do that to him even when they are fighting, that she always watch out for him and all. Now as she was talking all this her talk, at some point she started crying. Now I get it that she had drank and all, I get it, but my point is, when she was talking to them, you could tell that okay, this girl is tipsy, but she was talking. She was talking about how she would not do that to him, but he went ahead to do that to her. She had a lot to say, how she moves on quickly, how it's fine by her, she does not even care again. Ha! And she was just talking about how throughout the game she was rooting for them. And when Biggie had said they should go again, she was excited because she wanted him to win and all, just for him to come and treat her the way he treated her. As they were having this conversation, Ben had left. Apparently, he had gone to get Suj so that Nelly and Suj could talk. Now, as they were still having this conversation, because as Ben left, she was now still talking to Chizoba, and then Onyeka came asking what was going on, and she had said nothing. But then again, she just kept on talking about the whole Suj matter. And then Ben had brought Suj outside to talk to her, and Ben had basically cleared the garden, telling Chizoba and Onyeka that they need to move so that Suj can talk to her. Now, as the garden was cleared and all that, there was silence for a while, and then Suj started to talk that okay, they see things differently, and that's what led to this whole thing. Nelly was like, yeah. Suj was like, you've been expressing yourself tonight, and I don't want you to hold back. Say it the way it is. Express yourself. Different things have happened from yesterday till today. And in my head, I'm like, Suj, all this long talk, what happened to sorry? She wants sorry. They use her sorry cook soup. Why not just tell her the sorry for the things you did and let her apologize for the things you yourself did, and you people move on? Which one is all this long talk? And then the next thing I saw, Nelly that was talking to Chizoba and Ben a few moments ago started dozing. I'm like, na Nigerian film I dey watch. Abi na Z word be this one, because I was not even just following. I'm like, how did we get to dozing? Kí ló dé, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan? Now, don't get me confused. I know that yes, when someone is tipsy or drunk, that can happen. But I mean, the switch was too fast for me. I'm like, nah. This drama, I am not understanding it. Baby girl was nodding her head. She was nodding. She was going off. And Suj still wanted to have that conversation with her by fire, by force. I'm like, what is happening here? Her eyes were barely opening. Like, Suj was like, Nelly, can we have this conversation tonight? Stop now. And Nelly was like, I'm fine. I'm okay. I say, it's all right. What is this? And then they removed it from them. Oh, you know how they had done the whole Wani and Sean movement? Yes, they had removed it from them. And they are taking it to people that were playing Ludo. And then they went on ad breaks and the rest. By the time they had gotten back, what they had shown us was that he was telling her, okay, let's go inside here, taking her hand. And he was leading her into the house as per she's drunk and the rest. He was leading her into the house. She even wanted to still complete her drink, but Baba did not allow her to complete the drink. He was leading her into the house. She went to the toilet. He had dropped the drink. And then he had tucked her in on that bed that is in the dressing area. They had removed it from them again. And then when they brought it back to them again, we had seen that he had taken her to the bed. Yes, he had tucked her in. Then he had untucked her again to remove her mic. He had removed her microphone, and then he had tucked her back in. He had slept beside her. I mean, she's drunk, right? The next thing, when camera went back to them again, we are seeing that she's still awake. She's hugging Anita. We are seeing that they are still trying to have a conversation, and then the camera removes it from them again. I'm like, this is so hectic. In all, the cameramen of this season don't want us to see any reconciliation happen. They just want us to see that, okay, people fight, and they don't reconcile now. I feel that's what they want us to be seeing. But then again, I feel like the switch in which she used to act this Nigerian film, or better still, this Z-word film, or better still, this Indian movie, oh girl, because I mean, she was expressing herself so well when Suj was not there, just for Suj to come and she's dozing. From where to where, sisterly? Well, now so I take see this whole Nelly and Suj matter. When we see the end of the matter, probably in the morning, we'll let you know what have happened. What even made me laugh was this tweet that I saw online. The person was like, I washed his clothes. Why? These babes this year should learn from V. Neo was washing pants. I'm like, hello day, what is it? The girls this season, they've decided to be how I put it, very homey and very accommodating. Kilo day, allow them to wash for their men, because well, the highlight for me was when Suj had brought up Nelly, and then Chizoba and Ben, they had held each other and they had gone to bed, yes, and then they prayed. I'm like, a couple that pray together, stay together. It's all right. I hope you people stay together. Moving from that, well, Adekunle was trending today. Why? Because of these pictures with Tacha. Yes, for me, they were looking very amazing in the pictures. That's all I have for you guys on this particular video. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section below. How you saw the whole Suj and Nelly's conversation and her whole dozing and all. If you felt it was genuine or it was just her acting to, I mean, put spice in the whole thing and suffer the boys small, because that's how I felt. Well, like this video, share this video. I love you all. Please subscribe. I need it. Thank you very much. Bye, guys.